I used to love making puzzles growing up. I got really good at doing them really fast, and there was just always one that I had trouble with. Here's an overview of what it looked like. The puzzle had 1,000 pieces and everything was in black and white. The largest piece had a finger on it, and the people in the picture were either peacefully praying or had their hands up with the piece. The background was very versatile, varying from vacant houses to vast empire. But here's what was particularly difficult about the puzzle. I never understood the irony of how the part with a finger on a gun was called a piece, or how it was held by the police. As a child, I could not grasp why the black pieces were praying and the white ones watched as the background went from living spaces fit for kings and queens to neighborhoods that brought violence to teens. Mom, I would ask her, why are the police helping the black people get back to their rightful places? She told me that the world was not fit for people with black faces. Mom, though, I laughed at her. The world was not like she used to see it. She's old. Things are different now. The way she raised me was quite puzzling too. She made me take cold showers in the winter so that I would be protected from heat-seeking bullets. She taught me to speak with purposeful, prominent, peaceful phrases so that even after I left the farm, the bad piggies would listen to me as well. But I get it now. I finally finished the puzzle. The problem is no one else seems to understand it as well. Cops would mistake a black man to be dangerous in his own neighborhood where he barely has the money to support his own family financially, let alone go out and buy a damn gun. So tell me if you understand this a little bit better with the title. It was named Cops and Robbers. The black people praying were protecting themselves and serving God. But the police were robbing them of their lives. That poem was written by myself and it's entitled Puzzled. I hope you guys liked it. So now I kind of want to go into that topic. Good cops versus bad cops. My question is how do we get rid of the bad ones? So right now, all you need is a high school diploma in order to get into the police academy. Meanwhile, I need 2 degrees to get a good paying job that doesn't affect the communities that I live in. So how do we fix this? Good cops versus bad. How do we get rid of the bad ones? Maybe they need to receive at least an associate's degree from a community college in the area. This way, they're at least learning about the communities they're in and can benefit in other ways in their own professional lives. Because to me, it seems that cops are clearly uneducated about these areas that they're living on. For example, there was an unfortunate story that I came across recently that I don't think has been given enough news attention. Check the link below. There's a video of a recent Dallas shooting on a mentally ill person. The mentally ill gentleman was making threats towards the police and his mother, who actually called in to ask for police help and explain the entire situation, which the officers were, of course, told about. So here's how it breaks down for me. If I know the person that is in a dangerous situation, creating danger for others, is mentally ill, there's 1,000 ways that I've learned to handle this situation. Number 1, the last thing I'm going to do is pull out my gun. Because this person clearly doesn't understand the situation he's putting himself into. So I have pepper spray, I have my taser, I also have a partner who's probably just as big as me, able to take this gentleman down. Now the mentally ill person did have a weapon on him. He had a screwdriver, I believe. So that of course creates a dangerous situation. Again, I feel the gun is completely unnecessary. Of course there's many variables to be taken into account. They were in a confined space. It's a precious situation. It's a hard job. I understand. I get it. Of course, I'm not in their positions. At the end of the day, if you decide to become a cop, it's my personal opinion that you choose to protect everyone. We have to get rid of all these biases that are currently in our society so that the people who are supposed to be being protected by the police actually trust them in the first place. Those cops who are doing an amazing job, bravo. There's obviously more good cops than bad. All I would ask is that at the end of the day, if you see something that is wrong, is to report it or speak up about it. Understand that you guys are brothers in arms, but you guys have to be reminded of what you signed up for. In more of a positive light, states like Ohio are passing more legislation to help with this problem. They're including things like polygraphs, psychological testing, drug screening, etc., the works. This way, at the end of the day, they understand who the people they are hiring and the types of cops they're going to be. Believe it now that those types of things aren't in place. So Feel free, comment with any questions or concerns you might have about the poem, what I was speaking about, the story itself, and I'd love to answer them for you. That's me.